time to make everyone feel better. The reason you listen to the show, you watch the highlights later on Twitter, it's the feel-good show. It better not be. If this is your feel-good show, you may need more product than Bell can actually invent. And there's a lot of them. It's funny, we just on the weekend kind of were going through of the Bell products that we use and the ones that we need. And very often, certainly now that you've got COVID restrictions being lifted, it's not gone. It didn't just disappear. We didn't hit the switch. So you've got viruses, cold, flu. I mean, we still have the real world and real world challenges. But also, I guess the launch of another product here this morning. Doug Carey from Bell Lifestyle Products is going to join us and talk about that. How are you doing, Doug?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
I mean, there are so many products that you have. And as I was explaining to someone on the weekend, because see, there's still a curiosity if you haven't had anything in the realm of natural health products to sort of, make them understand that, this isn't pharmaceutical. You're not taking these magic pills for whatever ailment that you're looking to alleviate. But immune support is huge, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that, even as a baseline of what you want to do with your body, how can that not almost lead? And so talk about this product that we're launching here today.
Sure. Well, what's today? What did you call it today? Maskless Monday?
Maskless Monday. Yeah. And thank you for recognizing the unbelievable lengths I went to name this day.
Well, the timing for that's perfect. And that's one reason why we're launching a new product today, which is Immune Support 72B. And what this product is, it's an immune product. It's meant to be taken every day. Think of it as, a lot of people like to take vitamin C just, to avoid colds and stuff. Think of this as a similar product, but only on steroids, in the sense that it's got 3 really good ingredients that are there to really help you protect your immune system. And we wanted to have a product that you could use every day, especially as we're coming off of COVID. The virus is still out there. It's not going away necessarily anytime soon. And we still have everything else that people catch. I was talking to my oldest son on the weekend who's in Kingston, and he was mentioning that he's been sick all week with something, and it's not COVID, right? So we still get sick from, flus and colds that are floating around out there. So it's important just to keep on top of it and make sure your immune system's really at its peak.
Now you've got immune booster. There's products that you have had and currently available with Bell Lifestyle Products. So what would be the difference with this one? What is and you said sort of on steroids. So what is the powerful aspects of it?
Yeah, so we wanted to get something that, for those people that like taking vitamin C in. So we went a step further and we added quercetin and zinc, 2 really good, well-known immune product or immune ingredients that really help boost the immune system. And we put them all together in one spot. So this way you don't have to buy several products to get the quercetin and the vitamin C and the zinc. You can just get it all in one place now. And it's complementary to some of the other immune products that we already have out there, such as cold and flu. We have Virex, shark liver oil, Supreme Immune Booster, and we also have zinc on its own. But wanted to get something that we could put several ingredients together, and it's something that you can take every day just to stay on top of it.
Now, as you know, you're dealing with someone who did not go to Harvard. I did bad things in school. I took biology, and the teacher basically said, you don't have to come anymore. You don't need to show up. It's just, I think we're wasting all our time here. And because I'm thinking zinc, well, isn't that a metal? Like, how did someone figure out that eating zinc was going to do something? And yet zinc has these qualities. I don't know how this was figured out, but what does zinc actually do? Because it feels like it's a little bit of a, not catch-all, but it's sort of, but it's not a miracle ingredient, but zinc is kind of amazing in a lot of ways. How they figure this thing out?
I imagine it was from someone who wasn't getting any zinc, and that person got sick, because it is an essential trace metal. your body does need this, and it's important for immune function in general. If you have a deficiency, you're going to have problems with your immune cells. You'll be susceptible to infections. And so it plays a really important role in that, as well as wound healing. So when you get a cut or something, it plays a very important role in helping your immune system heal that wound. So it's something that's been around forever. I think it's been known about for a long time. And there's been tons of studies on zinc. And it's essential for your body, and it's something that you need. And it's not everybody gets enough of it in their diet. So this is just a way to ensure that you are getting it.
Now, a lot of times the question comes up using things in combination with other things. And for the most part, I think when we talk about Bell Lifestyle products, I mean, yeah, you still want to check, I guess, with doctors or, physicians, or if you're taking like other medications. But for the most part, if you're taking Bell products, some of them actually kind of marry together, do they not? You can actually take them at this together. Is that not true?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of the products that are meant to be used together. In the case of immune product like this, where you have 3 really key ingredients, you can use this as well as some of the other immune products. So if you are actually coming down with something and you've been taking this, you can supplement it with cold and flu or one of the other products, just to really boost that immune system. But the same applies for other conditions too. So for instance, you can take the blood pressure with the cholesterol or with heart formula number 5 and really sort of mix and match depending on what your specific needs are. It is always important. You should tell your health professional that you're taking these products in case you are taking a pharmaceutical that has some issues with mixing and matching with things. But for the most part, these are all supplements that can be taken, on a daily basis, and in many cases together.
Now, I remember my dad was wanting to take a particular supplement, and he talked to the doctor and said, no, because you're taking on those blood thinners or something to do with what are some of the things that might come up? Someone listening today who's maybe their parent has been asking about some of these questions. What are some of the ones that do actually cause maybe a bit of a situation?
So, you brought up a really critical one, and people on blood thinners do have to be careful of taking other things on top of that, not just supplements, but even other medications. They have to be careful. Some of these products contain ingredients that have blood thinning effects. We're working on a pain one right now, which will probably contain willow bark, which you're going to get ASA, aspirin, more or less, the same material from aspirin in it as well. So obviously, if you're on blood thinners, you'd want to be careful about something like that. So it's always good to read the label. All the products that we have the appropriate warnings and contradictions right on the label to make sure that you're aware of any side effects, or in most cases, if you're on other medications, it'll tell you what not to mix with. And as you said, you just sit down with your doctor and ask, hey, I'm taking this, I want to take this, is that okay? And they'll tell you if they're knowledgeable. And it used to be, if you go back, 20 years ago, most physicians wouldn't have a clue about supplements. It's not something that they teach in medical school, but they're starting to, and they have been for the last several years. They've been starting to weave it into medical school, so they're more knowledgeable on natural health products. And even some hospitals actually jointly have physicians working alongside naturopaths so that they can work in conjunction and make sure that they're coordinating the right treatments for patients.
Well, it really has come a long way, and I think there's some reasons for that. I think as we learn more, we realize that some of those older ways and some of the natural things that come out of the ground might be better healers than some of the stuff we've been using or think that we've had to use. And I think the other thing is the stringent rules to make these products, just so people understand. A product like this would have taken what, a couple of years to actually from beginning to end. Is that not fair to say, because of all the hoops and trials and tests and then having the government body saying that it's okay? Like it's not overnight.
No. It can take a year or two to get these products out, and it goes through Health Canada the same as products will go through from a pharmaceutical end. They have to be checked over by Health Canada. They review all the data and they approve it or they disapprove it. And same thing happens on natural health products. And the important thing to know when you're buying those products is it has what's called an NHP number on it, natural health product number, and that's issued by Health Canada, and that assures you that it's been checked by Health Canada and that it's a product you can take safely.
Now, getting back to what you had talked about in the very start, which was taking something on a daily basis, right? Because I mean, if you really want something to work, it's not popping a couple of pills the night beforehand and then sort of walking on. You want to get it into your system. And with again, the world opening up, and today is a great example of it's gonna be a little strange going into a Sobeys or a No Frills and looking beside you and you're both not wearing masks. Now, it may not seem like a big deal, but I have not experienced that yet. Like, I haven't been out today, and of course it's only 8:51, but some people are really gonna want to have that feeling. Like, some people will wear the mask. Like, some people are going to continue to wear, and I understand that it's everyone's personal freedoms to feel safer, or you have something that you really believe that you still want to have the mask. That's fine. That's your choice. But this, of course, is sort of the thing that you can do to promote better health. Know that you're doing it on a regular basis, and it is a daily supplement.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we wanted to launch it today, is that with masks coming off, most people, a lot of people will not be wearing masks when they're in crowds now. It just ensures that your immune system is, working at full capacity, and it just gives you a peace of mind as well, right? So when you're staring at that person who's like licking their fingers and then putting their hands on the cart, you just want to be sure that you're giving that extra layer of protection.
I also am not shopping where you're shopping. The hand-licking cart people. Yeah, that's a bad combination. Well, look, great stuff as always. As I said, the products are literally just the tops in the industry. There's a reason for it, and this is just yet another one being launched today. So if you're just joining us, we're saying it's number 72B.
Yes.
Number 72B, immune support, being launched today. It couldn't be more apropos, considering that it is sort of the reopening of the world. And we always appreciate you guys coming on. So, Doug, thanks so much for this morning. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That is Doug Carey from Bell Lifestyle Products. Our good friends, of course, sponsor the show, sponsor the studio, and now bringing you into the new open world. It's going to be so strange. And yet, if you're lacking sort of some security in your own physical wellness, 72B immune support daily supplement just coming out today from Bell, and that will make you feel a lot better, and at least give you a little confidence in that you've got something going for you, should you again not have the confidence in this strange world where you're actually going to see someone's face. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, keep washing your hands. Don't be licking those carts.
Yeah. Yeah. And can we cut out the hand licking and put in your hands on the carts? How do you think that would be a thing?